Welcome to Mindblow, the ultimate destination for jaw-dropping content that will surprise, inspire, and entertain you every step of the way. If you love discovering the unexpected, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and share with your friends to keep the excitement going. Your support helps us keep blowing minds and creating content you'll never forget. So buckle up and get ready, because this is just the beginning. You walk down a busy street in Manila, the air thick with sizzling street food and the rumble of jeepneys. Suddenly, a new aroma, saffron and grilled kebabs, cuts through the air. You hear Farsi mingling with Tagalog and laughter. This is a little piece of Iran, thriving in Southeast Asia. It's more than a coincidence. It's a story of connection and finding home in an unexpected place. Thousands of young Iranians have found a second chance and a second family under the Philippine sun. On university campuses, Filipino and Iranian students share notes, jokes, and meals. They're not just classmates, they're friends, learning from each other about life, not just academics. Despite different backgrounds, they share the same dreams and fears. Imagine a small Persian restaurant, walls adorned with tapestries, melodies of Iranian music in the air. Students gather here after classes, sipping tea, sharing stories, and helping each other with assignments. Filipino friends join in, eager to try Persian food and learn Farsi. This is where real education happens. Barriers break down, bonds form over shared meals. The connection goes beyond food or language, it's about warmth and hospitality. Filipinos welcome these students as part of their extended community. Iranian students embrace the Filipino way of life, learning to navigate the city and appreciate local customs. It's a beautiful symbiosis, proof that human connection transcends borders. Every day on the streets of Manila, this story of hope unfolds. It's a new chapter for both cultures, written together. There's a quiet revolution in Philippine universities, the steady arrival of ambitious Iranian students. In libraries, labs, and basketball courts, they're everywhere, adding their culture and perspective to campus life. They join organizations, run for office, and participate in events, eager to learn from professors and peers alike. By sharing their stories, they show classmates that Iran is a land of poets, scientists, and dreamers. Integration goes beyond the classroom. They volunteer, tutor, and help in community outreach. Their spirit of service earns respect and admiration. Senior students support newcomers, helping them adjust and find their footing. They celebrate Persian holidays, cook traditional meals, and create a home away from home. This network is essential for well-being and success. Even far from family, they're not alone, they have each other. The campus becomes a global, inclusive community. Education here is more than academics. It's about building bridges. Together, they're shaping a new shared future. Why do so many Iranians choose the Philippines for higher education? 3 reasons: affordability, quality, and a welcoming atmosphere. Tuition and living costs are far lower than in the West, making world-class education accessible. The Philippines boasts strong programs in medicine, dentistry, and engineering, taught in English. This gives students a global edge, but the real draw is the people. Filipinos are famously warm and welcoming. Students are treated like family, not outsiders. This sense of belonging helps them thrive. The visa process is straightforward and society is open and tolerant. Students feel safe, respected, and free to express their culture. In a world of rising xenophobia, the Philippines is a haven. Here they can focus on their dreams without fear. It's a winning formula: affordable, high-quality education in a truly welcoming environment. For ambitious Iranian students, it's the perfect place to build a better future. That's why they come and why they stay. Meet Farhad, a young man from Shiraz who dreamed of becoming a dentist. In Iran, competition was fierce and opportunities scarce. He heard about the Philippines, a place with good dental schools and friendly people. Leaving home wasn't easy. His parents worried, but they saw his determination and supported his leap of faith. Farhad arrived in Manila with excitement and fear, carrying textbooks, family photos, and a small bag of saffron. The first weeks were overwhelming: humid air, chaotic traffic, unfamiliar language. He missed home and struggled to adjust, sometimes questioning his decision. Late-night calls to his family revealed his loneliness, but he pressed on. Remembering his promise to his parents, he took small steps, learning basic Tagalog, trying local food, and reaching out to the Iranian community. Slowly, Manila became less intimidating. He found support among fellow Iranians and began to feel a sense of belonging. The city started to feel like a place where he could build a future. Farhad's journey was just beginning, but he was determined not to give up. Each day he grew a little stronger, a little more at home. The leap of faith was paying off. He was finding his place, one step at a time. Manila was no longer just a destination, it was becoming home. Farhad's story is one of courage, resilience, and hope. Farhad's real transformation began in the university canteen. At first, he ate alone, but one day Filipino classmates invited him to join their table. They were curious about Iran, and Farhad shared stories of his homeland, its food, and poetry. In return, they introduced him to adobo, basketball, and their own family traditions. He learned that, despite differences, they shared the same values: love, respect, and friendship. The exchange deepened. Farhad helped with science subjects while his friends improved his English and taught him local slang. They studied together, forming a team built on mutual respect. Cultural barriers faded, replaced by genuine friendship. One evening, Farhad cooked a Persian meal for his friends. They savored every bite, amazed by the flavors and eager to learn more. That night, sharing food and laughter, Farhad felt truly connected. He was no longer just an Iranian student, he was a friend, part of their circle. The canteen became a place of cultural exchange and belonging. Through friendship, Farhad found his place in Manila. Farhad discovered the Filipino spirit of community helping without expecting anything in return. He experienced it firsthand when he fell ill with dengue fever. His Filipino friends took him to the hospital, stayed by his side, and reassured his parents back in Iran. They treated him like family, not just a classmate. In that hospital room, Farhad understood the true meaning of this spirit extended to academics. Students shared notes, formed study groups, and encouraged each other. The environment was collaborative, not cutthroat. Farhad began to pay it forward, tutoring junior students and sharing resources. He became known as someone you could count on. He was no longer just a recipient of kindness. He was an active participant in the community. Farhad was weaving his own thread into the fabric of Filipino society. The sense of family and unity made the challenges of dental school manageable. He found strength in helping others, just as others had helped him. In Manila, Farhad found not just friends, but a new family. He was home in every sense of the word. Every journey has a turning point. For Farhad, it came with Typhoon Haiyan. Watching the devastation, he felt compelled to help his adopted home. He rallied the Iranian Student Association for a fundraising drive. Despite tight budgets, students donated generously, organized bake sales, and sold Persian handicrafts. They wanted to show solidarity with the Filipino people. Farhad and his friends didn't just raise money, they volunteered at relief centers, packing supplies alongside locals. In that warehouse there were no foreigners or locals, just people helping people. Farhad felt a profound sense of purpose and belonging. This experience changed him. He was no longer just a student, but a true member of the community. He learned that belonging means giving, not just receiving. Through service, he connected with his new home on a deeper level. Farhad became a son of the Philippines in spirit. The storm forged bonds that would last a lifetime. He realized that home is where you stand together in times of need. Farhad's journey had come full circle. Over the years, Farhad's life in Manila found its rhythm. He became confident, outgoing, and fluent in English and Tagalog. The Philippines was no longer foreign, it was home. His education went beyond dentistry. He learned resilience, empathy, and the power of community. These lessons came from experience, not textbooks. His relationship with his family in Iran grew stronger, filled with stories of friendship and adventure. His parents, once worried, were now proud of the man he'd become. Farhad embraced a hybrid identity, proudly Iranian but also Filipino at heart. He was a bridge between two cultures, proof that worlds can come together beautifully. He left Iran for a degree, but found something greater, himself. Farhad's journey was about more than academics, it was about transformation. He discovered who he was and who he could become. Manila had given him a new sense of self. Graduation day in Manila, Farhad stood among his classmates, his parents beaming in the front row. The applause was deafening as he received his diploma, a symbol of years of hard work and support. He thought of the journey, the challenges, friendships, and kindness that shaped him. This diploma was more than a piece of paper. It was a testament to resilience and love. Farhad knew this was just the beginning. He planned to return to Iran, but a part of his heart would always belong to the Philippines. He promised to visit, to never forget the country that gave him so much. Farhad's story is shared by thousands of Iranian students who find a second home in the Philippines. They come for a degree, but leave with a new family and a new sense of self. They become ambassadors of goodwill, proof that our shared humanity is stronger than our differences. Let's celebrate these connections and embrace the diversity that enriches our communities. Sometimes the strangers we welcome become family, and that is the true power of education and human connection.